Have you heard about Yarn Lane, a TV show dedicated to knitting, crochet and all things yarn, bringing you demonstrations from our expert guests as well as the latest tools. And find out what's coming up on the show by following us on Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to our email newsletter or visit the programme guide on our website at www.yarnlane.com.
Hi there, I'm Katharine Wright from Leicestershire Craft Centre. We're based in Market Harbour in the East Midlands. I teach all kinds of crafts, dressmaking, patchwork, knitting, crochet and lots of other textile-y kinds of things. Knitting's probably one of the first crafts that my mum taught me to do when I was little, probably about 7. The very first thing that I knitted was a little egg cosy with a funny face on, like this one. This is the pattern that I used. It's even got, still I can see on it the little tally mark lines that I did to show how many rows I'd done, and I still do that. And I've written a little note to myself of what stocking stitch is, knit a row and purl a row. I pretty much knitted my way through my childhood and my teens. I used to knit in bed as a teenager, and through university I used to knit lots of big baggy jumpers for my friends. This was a pattern that I used a lot, recreated lots of times. But I didn't learn to crochet until I actually had the craft centre. And but once I'd got going, I really enjoy crochet as well, and I love that it's a really fast craft, that you can make small things very quickly. So it's quite different to knitting, but I like them both equally. What would be my top tip for those of you who love yarn? Well, if you're learning, be patient. Don't try and make anything too massive to start off with. Especially don't knit a scarf. Scarves have to be really long, and you get very bored before it's long enough. So start with something small, like my little egg cosy.
Stuck for ideas for the perfect gift? Why not get them a gift card? You can buy Sewing Street and Yarn Lane gift cards loaded up with anything from £10 to £500. Shop our gift cards online at www.sewingstreet.com or www.yarnlane.com, or purchase them via our UK call centre on 0800 001 44 33.
Missed the live show? Don't worry, we recorded it for you. Never miss out on your favourite presenters, guests and makes ever again. Head on over to our YouTube pages to watch back the day's live show and enjoy your favourite demos over and over again. We also have lots of great content exclusive to our YouTube pages, such as product demonstrations, troubleshooting videos and so much more. Subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you never miss a show or video ever again. Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites, sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433, and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay one postage and packaging. Happy shopping!
Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too.
We know that shopping online can be a confusing and sometimes daunting task, and sometimes all you want to do is talk to a human being. Well, our family-run customer service team are on call 24/7. They're full of friendly, warm-hearted individuals, all trained to make your shopping experience as easy and as enjoyable as possible. And not only will they take your order, they will also help and guide you on your shopping journey, so you never miss out.
Are you a fan of Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? Why not join our growing Facebook fans pages? Just search Sewing Street Fans and Yarn Lane TV Fans on Facebook and click Join Group. It's that simple. Never miss out on the latest news and updates from our presenters and guest designers, special offers and plenty of chat with your fellow fans. Share photos of your makes, ask for advice, interact with your favourite guests and presenters and be a part of the ever-growing sewing and yarn community. See you there!
In need of a crafting fix? There are so many ways you can watch Sewing Street and Yarn Lane. Sewing Street is live from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day on Freeview 72 and Sky 670. Alternatively, if you want to watch us on a tablet or on the move, you can tune in on our YouTube channel, the Sewing Street app, or the websites at www.sewingstreet.com and www.yarnlane.com. You can watch past shows on Sky 670 from 1 p.m. every day, as well as our YouTube channel, the app, and our website. Yarn Lane is on from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Visit our programme guide to find out when and what's on, so you never have to spend a minute without us.
Keep up to date with what's on Sewing Street and Yarn Lane, as well as all the latest news and special offers by signing up to our email newsletters. For Sewing Street, head on over to www.sewingstreet.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and you're done. It's exactly the same for Yarn Lane. Head on over to www.yarnlane.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and that's it. You are now subscribed to both Sewing Street's and Yarn Lane's email newsletters, so you'll never miss out on the latest news and special offers ever again.
Hello, welcome to Yarn Lane. We are the only shopping channel in the UK totally and utterly dedicated to everything yarn, whether, excuse me, whether it be crochet or knitting or amigurumi, can never say it, amigurumi or macrame or anything like that, we do it. So I'm going to start today's show. Katharine Wright is with me. I'm getting all confused about, you are Katharine, she is Katharine Wright. Yesterday I had such issues with names and I was calling Rebecca, Catherine, and it was just a nightmare. Anyway, I'll start today's show by going to the website and showing how you can get in touch or how you can even look what's for sale. So if you click on Watch Live, it doesn't say me or the show today, click on there and then let's see what happens. Yep, you'll get a screen with me on it. Then at the right hand side there's a box that says send message to studio. You can write a message there. They will, that will come across the bottom of the screen. John, hello John, it's Hannah. That's my producer Hannah today. Not seen each other for weeks and weeks and weeks. And that you can also send us a Facebook Live message or you can send us an email. Right, this is everything that is on today's show. At the moment it's on pre-order. Once we've shown it, there will be two columns and you will see show deals and pre-order. But at the end of the show, everything will be on show deals. So we've got we've got all that. The Marina Pebble Grey Cob Nut Baby Blanket. We've also got it in pink and we've got it in grey. Or cloud. Then we've got, now we're not going to be able to demo all of this. There's lots and lots. We've got the traditional knit duck egg and the blush Aran jumper there. We've got newborn baby patterns, pack of 3. We've got that lovely grey cardigan, ladies long line cardigan. That's in grey. Then we've got all the needles you may need. Then we've got some socks. Now, the pattern on its own for £2.50 there. Or there's crochet needles, crochet hooks even. Then look at that. We've got that Marriner Cozy Toes 4-ply sock mega kit pattern plus yarn for 4 socks. 4 pairs of socks you can make out of that. That's lovely. And then we've got the Marina crochet shawl pattern on its... Oh, what's that one? Pattern and yarn, that one. Now, that's confusing, right? Because it comes in blue or it comes in red. No, right, okay. So that one on the corner there, on the left-hand side, is you get the both. You get the blue one and the red one all together. Or you can buy the pattern on its own. You can't buy the blue on its own or the red on its own for some reason. No idea why. No idea why. So, shall we... how should we do this? Crochet shawl first. Super chunky crochet, this is called. Right, this is the one where you can buy the pattern on its own, or you can buy it with the whole bundle here. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue, and you get 8 red. You get 8 of those in red. I can't show you all of them because I've given them away to my crocheter. I wonder, is that how you say it? A person that crochets, a crocheter. Crocheter. I don't know. When crochet, when you've got put ER on the end, you then pronounce the T. I don't know. £36.10, you get the pattern and you get the blue and you get 8 of the red as well for £36.99. Okay. The pattern on its own, if you want the pattern on its own, is here. What? So you need whatever this is. Super chunky Marriner, 100% acrylic, £9.99 for the pattern on its own. £9.99 for the pattern on its own. Moving on. Moving on. Right, okay. Now, I'll tell you what I'll do. Just tell him to move on. I'll tell you everything I've got for sale before we start doing the demo, shall we? That's the best way to do it. So, where shall I go now? Pebble grey pop. I can't even say it. Blah, 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 blah. That's this here. This is the Marina blanket. Now, it comes in grey. You get 3 of these. Chenille double knit. You get 3 of those. $11.99. That's your pebble grey. But you do get 3. 3 of these. Jan says crocheters are also known as hookers. Oh, I can't say that, Jan! Honestly, it's 10:12 in the afternoon. Anyway, so that's $11.99. You get 3 of those and the pattern. Lovely. Also comes in pink. You get 3 balls in the pink. Again, it's the chenille double knit in the pink. Cob nut baby blanket. We're going to be showing you some of that in a little while when we do the demonstration. We'll be showing you that. We'll be showing you some of the crocheted shawl that we just showed. We'll show you some of that later as well. £11.99. And then the blue version, I've got the 3 balls out there so you can all see what you got. So you get 3 with all the colourways, but I was going to show you that one there. So you get 3 balls plus the pattern, $11.99. Oh, you can't see baby. Looks a bit like Emma, that, doesn't it? £11.99. Marina Cloud Blue Cob Nut Baby Blanket. Okay. We've also got on today's show long Cardi. This is very limited, and I'm not going to move it, but you get the Marina Silva Ladies Cardi, long line cardigan, $19.99. Oh, there she is. Lovely, isn't it? Oh, now, have we done these? I should have been giving you dates, really, that we've done these before. Yeah. 9th of April. 9th of April, that one. So how many balls do you get on that one then? 1, 2, 3... I can't count them. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 balls of the yarn. Bust 32 to 42. Is that all they go on when you make a cardigan then, the bust size? Yeah. Okay. Righto, so that's that one. I'll put a pattern on the top. There you go. Right, then I've got the duck egg Aran, right? So that's this one. So this is a cable, like a cable knit, isn't it, that one? Right, you get 2 of these. On the website, it shows only a picture of one, but you get both of those. That's a lot of yarn, isn't it? No, you get 800 grams. Yeah. So Hannah just added 400 and 400 together and got 500. It's been a long day. Anyway, it's lovely, isn't it? That gorgeous traditional Aran knit jumper. Oh, there it is. Bust size is 30 to 40. 30 to 40 in inches, yeah. 26.99, you get that, and your 2 big balls of Aran. Now, it says with wools. That must be a mixture, is it? Acrylic and wool. 8% acrylic, 20% wool. Wash it at 40 degrees. Need needles, knitting needle size 5. Okay, 26.99. Now, if you like that, you're thinking, well, I'm not really a duck egg sort of girl. I'm more of a blush pink. Well, here's the blush pink. You do get 2 balls. They're in, the other one's in the bag down there. You get 2 balls, 400 each. Oh, it is called blush. It is called blush. I bet that looks lovely, actually. Gorgeous. You'll need a cable needle for that, as well as your normal knitting needles. 26.99. Lovely. Okay, then I've got one more bundle to show you. Cozy Toes. Ooh. So, you only need 1 ball of yarn per pair of socks. So you get the pattern and you get 4 balls of the yarn. So they make up different stripes, these do. What date do we do these on? 4-ply sock mega mix. No, not mega mix. Mega kit. Pattern and yarn. So you can make 4 pairs of socks, right? Now, it's very important when you make socks that you make a wool and nylon mix. So that's merino, wool and nylon. I think they'll all be the same, won't they? But in the different colours. But the stripes will come up different on all of them. They haven't got names on, they've just got shades on those.
They had names like animals, so that was like something like Flamingo, I seem to think.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and
okay.
like the blue and red one, I think it was Parrot or something like that.
Oh.
If you find which show it was,
yeah.
that demo did do all the names, and they were all animal-ish.
Oh, we'll find that then. 25th of June. 25th of June, we did those. Did you do them?
Yeah.
It was with me. It wasn't with me.
I don't think it was with you.
No, it wasn't with me. Right, so the pink one's Flamingo, Meerkat. Oh, Hannah's watching the footage now going, oh, you're very slow introducing these, John. Flamingo, Meerkat. Parrot.
Oh, I remembered.
What was that one, though? I know, jellyfish. I think that. Oh, it was
Yay!
jellyfish. No. Anyway, you can make 4 pairs of socks. Apparently, I did this on the 25th of June. I was wearing a shirt with cars on it, apparently. There you go. Right. So that's everything I've got to show. Obviously, underneath me, there are all the needles and the yarn needles and crochet hooks and things like that you'll need. So what would you like to demonstrate first? Or what would you like Katharine to demonstrate first? She doesn't mind. You
Well,
choose.
I'm clutching the crochet hook.
So
So
do
shall
that
we go
then.
crochet
Do that
first?
then. Brilliant.
Okay. Which actually, interestingly, the pattern says you only need 7 balls.
Pardon?
So the pattern actually says you only need 7 balls of yarn. So you've got even more in your
8, yeah, we've got 8 in each.
in your mega
Oh, okay.
bundle, which is
Right.
fantastic. So I'm literally going to start at the beginning. It's a shawl that starts small and increases as you go.
Uh-huh.
We're going to start with a slip knot. That onto our hook. We're going to do 4 chain, and we're going to join with a slip stitch into a ring.
Lovely.
This is really nice. I do like Marriner yarn. It's so soft to work with.
It's very,
I've
very
demoed
popular,
a few of these now, and it's really nice, and it's amazing value as well. So we're going to start off with a little ring like that. Then our first row, we're going to do 5 chain.
Yeah.
This counts as 1 double treble and 1 chain. So it's bringing your hook up to the right height.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to do 2 treble into the ring. So that's yarn over. So when you go into the ring, you're not going into any particular stitch or space. You're literally just pushing it right into the centre of the ring. And you want these trebles to sit nicely next to each other.
Now, would this be a good one for a starter? Because your hook's quite thick and your
It's
yarn's
nice, it
quite
grows
thick,
very quickly.
Yeah.
As long as you know your basic stitches, trebles, chains and trebles, a double treble, you can do it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. It's just a case, as with any pattern, just following your pattern so that you get it right. And there's always a lot of counting in crochet, so you've just got to remember to count. So we've done 2 trebles into the ring. Then we've got what's called a picot. So your picot is 3 little chain, like that. And then you slip stitch to the top of the last treble. So I'm going back in just here to do a little slip stitch. It's going to make a nice little bobble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that what a picot is then, a bobble?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, a little loopy sort of thing.
Yeah, loopy bobble.
Right, let's see. Well, I've done the picot.
Oh, sorry,
1 treble into
counting,
the ring.
count.
No, I'm just reading. There's a lot of instructions in each row, and it's just keeping my place. So 1 treble into the ring, 3 chain. Then we're going to do 2 trebles into the ring.
Yeah.
And another picot. So slip stitch it to there. A treble. A chain, and then a double treble. So for a double treble, you're going to do twice round your hook into the centre, pull your yarn through, and then you take your loops off in pairs just like you do for a treble. So yarn over and take them off 2 loops at a time till you're back down to 1 stitch. Okay, so that's on my first round. Then we're going to turn it round.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're going to do 5 chain. We'll carry on for a little bit and you'll see it grow.
Yeah.
Because it'll grow nice and quickly. That again counts as my double treble and 1 chain. We're going to do 2 treble, 1 picot and 1 treble into the first chain space. So this is your chain space. You're looking for your spaces that you've made, and you're going everything that I've just said into there. So 2 trebles. And a picot. Now, if you are a beginner, the thing that beginners find the most difficult is getting comfortable holding the yarn and keeping their tension.
Yes.
So you can see when I'm doing it, I've got my yarn in this hand, in my left hand. Now people do it in all sorts of different ways, whatever they find comfortable.
Yeah.
It's just important that you try and keep your tension quite nicely so that your hook can just slide in and out.
Yeah.
You see a lot of beginners and they're sort of stopping to lift their loops over, but you kind of want to get
That means it's too tight if you're trying to lift your hoop.
yeah, it usually just means you've not got yourself in a very good holding position,
Oh, okay.
but it just
Yeah.
it comes with practice, and as long as your stitches turn out okay, then that's all right.
Yeah.
So I've done that into first, right, 2 chain. Right. Let me see where I am. We are going. So I've stopped to tell you that, now I've lost my pace, so let me just find where I am. So 2 trebles. So I'm going to do 2 trebles and a picot. Oh, a whole load into the next. So this is my corner here where I've made my chains. So we're going to do 2 trebles. and then a picot. So that's your 3 chains and slip stitch it down. A treble.
So are we knitting? No, not knitting
We're
at
not
all.
knitting at all.
Are we
no.
crocheting a circle or a line? I can't figure out what shape.
We're kind of going round, and then we're going round, and then we're going.
So we're making a rainbow, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is, so you're starting at the bottom and just gradually working out.
Yes, I
Yeah.
see. So on a shawl, the actual finished shawl will be like a great big triangle.
It
and
will.
You started at that centre of the long line. So that's where your magic circle is there. And then you're going like that and that and that, and getting it bigger and bigger like that.
Yes, you are. Absolutely.
Is there any decreasing and increasing or anything, or do you just keep going?
Well, because as you keep going, you're making, so if you see there, every time I make a little chain space, when I come back along next time, I will do something into that. So you're going to make more each time.
Right,
So
okay.
it increases kind of
Naturally.
as you go.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So because in this chain space, I'm doing quite a lot of things. I'm doing 2 trebles, 2 trebles, a picot, a treble, a chain, a double treble. See, it's more each time. So then when you come back, you do more. It just gets bigger and bigger.
I think I might need an assistant who goes...
Who
do a
counts for
treble,
you.
so they sit there with their finger on the pattern. They literally go, right, do a treble, do a double treble, do a picot. Then it'd be easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's why, you know, there's quite, you can see on the pattern, there's quite a bit of writing for each row.
Yeah.
So it's the sort of thing, you know, that's your row. So there's a little bit you've got to follow, but you can always tick off as you go.
I've had a good idea. I wonder if anyone's thought this. You know, you have talking books.
Yes.
Have talking patterns. And then it can go
Yeah.
beginner, intermediate, or advanced. So if it's a beginner, it goes, take your yarn, do a double, do a treble. See, like you do YouTube on you can do YouTube on faster and slower, can't you? But then for intermediate, you go do double treble, do. Right. That's my new project. I'm going to do knitting and crochet patterns audiobooks. She doesn't look impressed.
Well, I can imagine that some people that might be very useful for.
No, I think it's because then you haven't got to keep looking down at your pattern, do you, and things?
Yes.
Dragon's Den, Sarah Davis, come on. Right.
So, yes, you carry. Can you see I'm starting to get a little bit of a pattern going along here. So it starts to get these like little flowery shapes coming round.
Hannah's a bit concerned that I'll get distracted in the middle of reading it out and start talking about something else. I'll show you the picture of the finished shawl here. It's a tiny picture on the back. Oh, there you go. Can you come in a bit closer, Emma? So you can see the piquets and the holes. There you go. She looks a bit happier on that picture, doesn't she? And she's got mud on her jeans.
I think we had a green version on the other demo.
Oh, when
we
did it
did
last
it before.
time?
And honestly, it's so warm and snuggly. Yeah, I really like this one.
What would happen, because in the bag you've got 8 red and 8 blue plus your pattern. What would happen if you did what you're doing now, crochet on the red, then you just stopped and picked a blue one up and crochet.
Well, you could do stripes. You could decide
but would you have to think about it?
Well, you could decide to do each row a different colour. So because it's you know, your pattern is in rows. So that's the end of the second row. So if I wanted, I could change colour and do my third row, you know, and you could do 2 rows at a time in different colours.
Oh,
That
so
would
it'd
be
be
lovely.
striped, yeah.
You could do it striped.
Because you're getting both the
absolutely.
colours in there, you might as well. So it's not finish one ball and just pick up a blue ball, because then it could be
Well, no, then
blotchy.
you'd have half red and half blue. I would do a couple of rows in each colour. You've got a 7-row pattern, so maybe you could do it in 3.
What would
maybe
happen
3
if you did
rows and
7
then
row?
4 rows.
What happened
You
if
could
you
do
did 7
7
in red, 7 in blue?
Yeah,
Because
you'd
then
have
it'd be a
nice
wide
stripes.
stripe, wouldn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds nice, that one, doesn't it?
Yeah, it could be really nice.
There you go, my idea again. Well, I'm putting it down.
They'll have you designing knitting patterns.
I think
now,
I'll ring
won't they?
Marina this afternoon and ask them, yeah. I've got a faintest idea how to do it, but could you all draw your picture? No, I couldn't actually. Right, and then so you just keep going.
So we keep going, absolutely. We've got nice fringing on the end as well. So when you get to the end, you cut yourself nice long pairs, and they knot through your end bit, so you've got a lovely long fringe.
Jan's trying to nick my idea now. She said, I was just thinking the same. No, you weren't, Jan. No, you weren't. Not till I said it. She said, but she'd record it on her mobile phone. Oh, so she wouldn't even buy mine then. She'd just do her own. Okay.
Well, then she could do it the speed that she knows. She could
yes,
do.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Jan, she'll whiz along. Oh, well, that's another idea. Bites the dust.
There we go. Dragon's Den's blown it. She's blown it out of the water.
Yeah, never mind. Right, so this bundle, you get the instructions, plus you get 60, do we say 16 balls of wool, 8 blue, 8 red. So you can make a blue one and a red one, or you can do 2 blue and red stripes, or whatever you want to do. Plus the pattern, £36.99 for that bundle. Now, I need to tell you at this juncture that the grey cardigan, the long line cardigan that was there, sold out, right? The socks, now Julie Vaughan loves making socks. I don't know if you bought these, Julie, but how many are left? There's only 2 of these sock bundles left now. That's, oh, there you go. Let me bring that one into shot.
And I have to say, that is the softest sock yarn I've ever come across.
Oh, there you go.
Sometimes it can be a little bit scratchy, but that's really soft, isn't it?
It's lovely. No, I'd love to wear socks like that. So, Julie, if you bought this bundle, I don't know which ones I'd want. Jellyfish, flamingo, meerkat, or parrot. $29.99. They're lovely, aren't they? But there's only 2 of those bundles left. How long would it take you to knit because that's knitting, isn't it?
That is knitting.
How long would it take to knit a pair of socks?
It was very much a beginner's sock knitting pattern, that one. If you've not done socks before, that was a great one because it was really nice and straightforward. So, I don't know, it depends how fast you knit, doesn't
No, I'm
it?
thinking
My
about
problem with socks is you've got to do 2.
Oh, yes, of course, of course. We do what my friend Stuart does, and he knits them both at the same time.
Yeah, I think that's what I've got to do. I've only ever got past 1 sock.
Oh, okay. Right, okay. I can offer you the pattern on its own if the bundle does sell out. £2.50. £2.50 for your pattern. Beautiful. So that's if you just want the pattern on its own. Cozy Toes 4-ply sock pattern, £2.50. But you know what? I'd get all of it. Have there any left? Yeah. No. Okay. Pattern on its own. Pattern on its own. You've checked out on those now. Well done. Righty-ho. Sorry, have you finished on the shawl? Or
Well, I can carry on with it. It's more of the same as it keeps getting bigger. But yes, we can move on, absolutely.
Okay, so what would you like to go on to next then?
Well, I've got the baby blanket,
Okay,
but
that's
actually
fine.
this pattern has 2 blankets on.
What's that in the corner then?
Well, I'm going to show you this.
Oh, okay.
Because-
No, don't show it to me now if you don't want to.
Well, it goes with this. So because your baby pattern, they've told you it's the cob nut blanket, but the pattern also has the Bobble Edge blanket on. So you've got a choice. You with your 3 balls, you can knit either.
But not both?
Not both, just one.
So here's the 2 pictures. So is that the cob nut one there? Oh, hang on, let's just get the picture.
Yes.
That's the cob nut one. And what was that called?
That's a Bobble Edge.
Bobble Edge.
Now, I demoed the Bobble Edge before.
Right.
And carried on, but I didn't, because it's very wide, I did a sample, but carried on knitting up my whole ball.
Oh, okay.
Made
Scarf's
a Bobble Edge
nice.
scarf.
What's your microphone?
Yes.
It's lovely. I love that. Is that using this yarn?
And that was using this yarn.
But obviously in white, yeah.
It's really soft, really soft. So I made that, finished it off for my daughter.
That's her Christmas present.
No, she had it before, but a project that I did actually finish, John.
Oh, yeah.
So I just brought it in to show you.
What it looked like. 'Cause we're not doing the Bobble Edge today,
No, well, I've got a little bit of a demo to show you.
Okay, brilliant.
How to do it, but I thought you'd like to see it sort of all done up.
Yeah, exactly.
That was 1 whole ball as well, that was.
Oh, crikey, so it could be
So if you
huge then. If
wanted-
you use 3 of them.
Yeah, so if you wanted and you didn't want to make blankets, you could just, and you were, a beginner, do
Make
nice
3
things.
scarves.
You could.
3 Christmas presents. Now, would
Absolutely.
they get them made in time for Christmas?
Only if you're speedy.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, if you sat and did a bit every night, what we got? We've still got Strictly on, Celebrity in the Jungle, clicking away, you'll be all right.
Is that
They're not
not
in the
finished
jungle,
yet?
they're in Wales,
Yeah.
aren't they? But yeah,
Is David Ginola still in it?
yes,
Oh.
he's my favourite.
He's lovely. I can't tell you, but he paid £11,500 for me once. I'll just explain. It was in a charity auction, and it was me, Jamie Stevens doing hair, and somebody doing makeup, and he bought it for his wife or his girlfriend who he was with at the time, basically, and I took them shopping. Jamie cut their hair, and it was a charity auction, so,
Wow, what a great present.
I know. I used to do a lot of those back in the day. That one was for Barbara Broccoli, who had her own charity. But I do lots of those for different charities and everything. I still love them. Anyway. The grey one, first of all. Is that what you've got in? Grey, yeah. So so you get the pattern and you get the cob. The pattern's got two patterns on it. You've got the cob nut and you've got the Bobble Edge, right? You'll get 3 balls of this. You can make either or. You can't make both. Right? You can make either or with your 3 balls, or you can make 3 scarves. Anyway. So that's your pebble grey. Right? Then I've also got it in pink. Again, you get 3 balls. Now, this is lovely and soft as well. This is chenille double knit. I'm presuming 100% polyester double knit yarn. That's your pink. You get 3 balls, remember, of the pink. Marina, pink floss, cob nut, baby blanket. But again, you get the pattern, so you make either or. You can make either or of the patterns. Okay, and then we've also got it in blue. Right, I've just got the 3 out on this one to show that you get 3 balls in the bundle. Cloud, it's called, cloud. Well, actually, that's not quite right, is it? Because the clouds aren't blue. Oh, I think the roller coaster's just revving up upstairs. Yeah. $11.99. Hold tight. I'm being the man at the fairground now. What do they say? Do you want to go faster? No, you can't on the roller coaster.
Scream if you want to go faster.
What?
Scream if you want to go faster.
That was Jerry Halliwell, wasn't it? That was the name of her album. She was like that on the cover. Oh, you missed it. Right, come on. What are you going to show us on this one then?
Okay, so the Bobble Edge one.
Yeah.
Again, I've just put a small edge.
Well, where have you got that colour
For some
from,
reason,
then?
I don't know. That's what they sent me.
Okay, we haven't got that colour available today.
I didn't realise until I got here that I'd got a different colour to you.
Oh, don't worry.
So if you're doing the whole blanket, you would cast on 156 stitches. I've just done a sample.
156, would that fit on your needle?
Yeah, I'd probably want longer needles.
Oh, like these, like what size needle do you use?
It's a 4mm. Oh. So you can get different length knitting needles.
Yeah. But I've got 4.5 in the extra long there, and 4
nice.
in the normal length.
The other thing you can do, especially if you're doing something like a blanket that is quite heavy as it gets big, is knit on circular needles.
Right.
What you do is obviously not join it together, you turn it round between rows.
Yes.
But it distributes the weight more evenly along your needles.
And it can sit on your lap.
And it can sit on your lap.
Okay.
I just personally don't really like knitting with circular needles.
Oh, okay.
So I always just have big ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right,
so we've got a 4-row pattern. And the first 2 rows are just plain knitting. This is a lovely beginner one. Vicky started making this.
Oh, she won't finish.
No, she got a mum to finish it.
Yeah.
But it is a beginner one because it is just knits. So first 2 rows are just knit, and then to make the little bobble edge, we're going to cast on 3 stitches.
Right, so hang on, so you've done 2 rows of just plain knitting?
I've done 2 rows that you can, yes, I've done 2 little bobbles there.
Well, it knits up nice, doesn't it?
2 rows of just plain knitting.
Yeah.
Then to cast on our 3 stitches at the start, we're going to go as if we're going to knit.
Right.
But then instead of pulling that right off,
yeah,
we're going to take the loop and pop it back on our left-hand needle.
Okay.
So we're going to make 3 like that. Like so.
Now, Margaret says her sister is an expert sock knitter. She can do a sock on the train from Glasgow to London.
Wow.
I know, and it's a fast train now, isn't it, from Glasgow to London? Anyway.
So when you've cast on your 3 stitches, you're then going to cast them off.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to knit them, and then at normal cast off, we've got 2 there. So we take the back one over the front. So that's number 1. And that's number 2.
Yeah.
And then number 3 like that. And then we're going to carry on and just knit to the end. And hopefully you can see it's made your little bobble.
Oh. Oh, of course, because they're only going to be on the beginning and the end of the rows, aren't they?
Yeah.
So then you just knit again.
Yeah, so then it's just knitting. So this is a good telly one. You haven't got to think about this particularly.
It's just on telly, doing it? Yes, you don't have to think about stopping and starting and things.
You're not doing a lot of counting. It's Just
I don't know if I can't even read text messages while Strictly Come Dancing on or the shows are on. I have to stop and do one or the other. I can't do both.
Yeah, I do those bits in the VTs.
Yeah.
And then stop to watch the dancing.
Okay, then.
Who's your favourite, John?
I want AJ and Kai to win.
Do you?
I love her. I think she's fantastic. I really do think she's fantastic. Who's yours then?
Rose and Giovanni.
Oh no, the thing is, it's such a high. The four that are left are all brilliant.
They're all
they?
very
You know what I
good.
mean?
They
They're
are
not
very
just like
good.
celebrities doing a bit of dancing.
No,
are
they're all really good.
They all deserve to be there.
What I like about her is she just seems really full of joy while
Yes.
she's doing it.
But also, I mean, I'm not demeaning her at all. How could she hear?
I know,
I mean,
that's
she's
amazing
deaf, obviously,
too.
but how? And that thing she did last week where she threw herself in the air like that, and he just caught her and spun around. And I was like, how do you even do that? No,
Yeah,
I think she's brilliant. But my heart would say they won't win, I don't think, but I would want them to.
She's not done any dancing at all, has she,
No,
AJ? Which is incredible.
Yes.
But I like John and Johannes. I think they're fantastic.
Well, I like them
They're
between.
brilliant.
I like them when they do the really strong butch dancing. I can't. I know but I get a bit kind of. I don't know who's leading and who's not leading.
Well, I think they do a bit of both.
I know,
I
but
think
that's why it confuses
it's quite
me, yeah.
clever.
But I quite like them when they do like they did the Argentine tango.
That was very good.
Their tango was just amazing, absolutely amazing. Anyway, so we'll carry on.
Okay, so then our fourth row is the same. So you do that twice, where you cast on and make your little bobble. So it's ever so easy. 2 rows of plain knitting, 2 rows of making a bobble.
Right.
Carry on to the end.
Righty-ho.
Until you've basically...
Oh, sorry, can you just move to your right? I couldn't hear
can.
you. Thing. Yeah.
Sorry.
There you go.
Until you've knitted all 3 balls.
And that's it.
That's it. So it's a lovely straightforward knit, but because this yarn is just so soft and lovely, that little bobble just makes a really nice effect on the end, doesn't it?
The only thing that would worry me is that how many stitches? 154 stitches?
154. Well, I'm going to show you with the next one. I have cast on the right number.
Oh, okay.
We'll see how long it takes me to
do a row.
To do a row. Although it is a slightly more complicated row.
Yeah, because this is, apart from the bobbles, this is just knitting.
Yeah.
No purling, no nothing.
No nothing.
So do you still, when you get to the end, you still turn it round?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Obviously,
as you've got nowhere
to go. No. All right. Sharp, John. Stupid question. But then normally when you turn it round, don't you purl when you go back?
Well, only if you're doing stocking stitch. Okay. This is called garter stitch.
Right, okay. So that is knitting
when it's all just knitting, it's garter stitch.
Did you do a bobble then at the end?
Yes, so look, we've got 2. Let's pop it like that.
And do you do it on the end of each row, or do you knit 2
so
rows?
now I would do 2 knit rows and then another 2 bobbles. So it just spaces them out nicely.
Yeah, that's not even wide enough for a scarf, that one, is it?
No, I only did a little. Yeah. I had a bit of trouble with this demo, in as much as I got my yarn all waiting to get them ready, and my little dog got the yarn and ran around the whole lounge with all of it.
Oh no! Is that why that grey one looks like it looks?
So that's just why everything's not looking at its best. Because then I was running around like winding it all up.
Oh no!
And she was like, "Yay, this is a fun game." She's so naughty.
Well, you shouldn't leave yarn where she can get to it.
It had been, well, you're quite right.
Yeah.
But it had been there for about 10 days and she'd taken no notice of it at all.
How funny.
And then she was just like, what shall I do?
Yeah, what can I do today? They're not taking enough notice of me today.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fantastic. So that's the bobble
That
end.
is the bobble edge on that pattern. So let me show you the cob nut
Brilliant.
one, which is not in that coffee colour.
No, we've got this colour. It's the soft grey colour, yeah.
Yes. So this is our cob nut.
Oh, is that 154 stitches?
This is 143.
And what did I say? What are we supposed to do? 143?
That's
okay. Oh, so I thought it would be far...
Well, as I knit across, you'll see it spread out and then you'll see.
But I really thought it wouldn't fit onto one needle sort of thing, but...
Well, you kind of bunch them all up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but you could easily have this many when you are doing a back of a jumper. Well, maybe not quite as many, but, you know, plenty when you're doing the back of a jumper.
Now, just so you know, that yarn's not attached to anything.
No, I've got to start my new ball, haven't I? It's because I was in... mass.
Yes.
Mass of. This was the bit that was most like a ball that was left.
Oh.
Okay. So we've got a 12-row pattern for this.
Right.
To follow. So it's a little bit more complicated than the other one, but not too much. So we're going to start with 4 knit and then 7 purl. So we're doing a mixture.
But you just follow the pattern again, don't you? Mavis says hello, everybody. Good afternoon, Mavis. And Margaret said the trains from Glasgow to London have been fast since the line was electrified in 1970, when it was 5 hours. The fastest now is 4.5. You wait till HS2 to be 20 minutes.
I don't think it'll ever get quite that far, do you?
No, and I also, they keep, further north you go, they keep stopping it, don't they? Going, oh, you'll be fine, we'll just redesign the old one, you know, what's it called? Refurbish the old one. Right, so you're doing
So
what?
I've knit 4, I've purled 7, and then to start to make your bobble, what happens is you knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, all into the same stitch.
Right.
So I start to knit.
Knit.
And then before I take it off my needle, I'm bringing my yarn round to the front and I do a purl.
Right.
And then before I pull it off, I'm going to take my yarn round to the back and I'm going to knit. So that was
knit,
all
purl,
in knit, purl, knit, all into the same row. Because it's all fluffy yarn, it's quite hard to see, but there's sort of a little bobble forming there.
Oh, okay.
Then I'm going to carry on doing that all the way across. So I'm going to purl 7 and then I'm going to do this knit, purl, knit. So we'll carry on going across and you can see how big it looks as I go. 3, 4, 5.
Remember, it's free P&P today. Put the code in. Bang. Bang. Excuse me, just had a bit of a sneeze then. 10 Lords is your code to get free P&P.
So that's it.
Catherine, you need to buy a yarn winder. Make short words work of mess to cake. That's from Jan.
I do. You're quite right.
Put it on your Christmas list. Hubby watching. Father
Yeah,
Christmas
I
watching.
don't think he'd buy me something like that.
Oh, wouldn't he? Because that's
No.
your business rather than your pleasure. So you'll have a diamond instead of a...
No, unlikely. He bought me my engagement ring and my wedding ring and he went, that's the only 2 rings I'm buying you. I did get I did get an eternity ring at some point. Well, after I'd had one of the children, because I made him.
You made him buy the ring.
To be fair, he probably wouldn't have bought the engagement ring until I made him do that. Would you like to hear the story?
Oh, go on then.
So, my husband very much wanted to go to the Maldives on holiday.
Right.
And we went to it was those days you went into the travel agents. And we went in and we looked at one, it all looked very lovely. And the lady said, oh, is it a honeymoon? And he kind of went quite quiet and I went, I don't want to go unless it's a honeymoon.
So we had no choice.
And so we kind of left the travel agents and we went round the corner to the local jewellers, chose an engagement ring, and then we went back and went, yeah, okay, it's going to be a honeymoon. Wasn't very romantic, was it?
Thought you were going to say it's my engagement ring or the holiday, not both. Oh, that's quite cute, that.
So he obviously really wanted to go to the Maldives, didn't he?
Yes. Oh, yeah, obviously. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because Kat's still waiting for Liam to propose and it's not happening.
I think sometimes they just need a little bit of prodding in the right direction.
Oh, he's been prodded and pushed and told, and she said, are you ever going to ask me? But been together 10 years.
Have they? Well, he ought to get round to it then, really, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he'd rather have his Xbox. That's the problem. Right, what are you doing?
I am doing my purl for 5. I'm trying to get to the middle so I can show you the size.
Brilliant.
And then every 7 purl and I do my little bobble. Which is my knit, purl, knit all into one stitch.
Catherine's using the silver grey one. We have also got it in the blue and the pink, remember. Grey is the most popular. Well, at the moment, everything's designery is grey, isn't it? They're the 3 different colourways, grey,
For
pink and
babies
blue.
particularly, grey is fashionable, yes.
Well, it's funny because I'm going to Rue's first birthday party tomorrow, and I bought him one of his presents is this activity set and everything, and it's an elephant, and I ordered the blue one, and they delivered a pink one. And I immediately went, oh, and then I thought, it actually doesn't matter, John. Gender fluid, it's absolutely fine for him to have it. But he's having a pink one, I couldn't be bothered sending it back.
Nearly there.
I hope he's not watching.
How old is he?
Eh?
How old is he?
1.
He's going to be 1, yeah. I don't think you'll have spoilt the surprise.
Oh, I don't know. He and I've got this bond. There was a little boy I put a picture of on Facebook last week or the week before. I went to visit him last week or the week before.
Oh.
My friend Cherry's little boy.
I am getting there. I do knit faster when I'm sat on my sofa.
We're just looking at your reindeer's
Oh, look,
eyes
you can
on
just
the
see its
shot.
eyes.
Yeah, they keep moving like that, looking at us from the bottom of the screen. Is he knitting? It looks like the reindeer's knitting.
Yes, if you get his little nose in and
Oh. You halfway through yet?
Just about. More and get. I'm getting. So you can see it's quite a decent size. Like it would spread out even more as you go.
So now you said it was a 7-row pattern.
A 12-row.
A 12-row
pattern, in
pattern.
fact. What happens is after with the bobble, because you've made extra stitches on your needle to make where the bobble is, they carry on until your 6th row. And then you purl 3 together across to make it back. So what it tells you to do in the pattern is on the 6th row and on the 12th row, you check you've got your right amount of stitches.
Oh, okay.
And then all your bobbles will go in the right place.
Brilliant. Sue says, my husband only proposed because a family friend's mum made him. She even made him do it in her garden on one knee. His idea of a romantic proposal was marry me and you can hurry up and say, yes, his idea of a romantic proposal was marry me and you can hurry up and say yes because I'm needling in a puddle. Well, that's not very nice, is it? Are you still together after all these years then? Aww. See, sometimes it doesn't matter, does it? Right. Right, can I just do those bundles then, Rebecca? I've just seen the time. We're busy waffling on about weddings and everything and blankets and things. The 3 different colourways are grey, first of all. You get 3 balls of the yarn. So the yarn is Moselle Chenille double knit 100% polyester. 3 balls you get. Now you can make either or the cob knot or you can make the bobble edge. You can't make both of them, but you can make either or. But you get the pattern for both of them in there. So you get 2 patterns for one. And you get 3 balls of the grey yarn, Chenille double knit yarn. We've also got it in pink. The grey's the most popular, by the way. Grey's the most popular. Got it in pink. Again, you get the 3 balls plus the pattern with the 2 patterns on it for $11.99. 35 years. I can't read out the bit that she put after that. And then we've got the blue, pale blue. 3 balls, pale blue. Gorgeous. Have I got the pattern on its own? I have, haven't I, on this one? No. Oh, no, it was a sock, wasn't it? I'm getting confused. But I have got, in a minute, I have got bundles of baby patterns and toddler patterns in a second. They're laughing at me now because I've got a baby and a sock confused. So what graphic are you putting in then? Let's do the baby patterns then. While you're right carrying on knitting.
Yes, I'm. This is why I don't often cast on the whole number of stitches because it takes quite a long time.
Ages, yeah. So this is a bundle of newborn baby patterns, right? So there's this one here, which has a matinee coat, there's a bonnet, and I think it's got booties and booties. Bonnet, mittens, and booties. Okay, that's that one. Just like royal family, that one, isn't it? Then we've got this one, the Marriner crochet. What's that? Is that knitting, that one then?
I've demoed these as well before. Let me see.
Knit,
That's a
knit and
one.
purl. So that
That's
one's knitting. That one's crochet.
That is a gorgeous shawl, that one.
Now, I remember that one. We used to have that one in a box next
Lovely.
door. And we've also got a crochet cardigan, bonnet, coat and bonnet in that one. There's no picture of the bonnet, though, anywhere. That's a so you get all three of those for £7.47. So if you're expecting, not if you're expecting, if you're expecting an arrival in the family, crochet or knitting, that one. Then this one's for toddlers. I've kept them in the bags because I'd have got them confused, that's why. I know I'm not allowed to show the bags, I'll get into trouble. So look, we've got the Dinosaur Jumper, which is, this will all be knitting, I'm presuming. That's your dinosaur. That's your teddy bear. Oh. And then this one here is just a face. I'm not quite sure that one's meant to be. Teddy bear face. But they've obviously been done at the same photo shoot because they've used the same props, look. Anyway.
We've demoed those ones once before as well.
Oh, have you?
Definitely. There was an animal one we did, so they were featured on. So, you know, they'll have been made up on previous shows that you can see.
If you look on Yarn Lane YouTube, there's not that many to look through. Or the year's worth now, I suppose, aren't there? There's quite a few. Okay. What's that? That's there. I haven't got anything else to show you at the moment because the sock bundle sold out. The grey cardigan bundle sold out. The pale grey in this blanket, it will sell out very shortly. Oh, I've got to show you these. Aaron's, right? So this one, colour-wise, level pegging. So you get the pattern and you get 2 balls of the Aran with wool. I think it's 80-20, isn't it? They're 400 grams each, get 2, which makes 800 grams. In the you see, I wouldn't call that duck egg, personally. O'Donnell, I'd call that. Oh, more people in baskets than we've got stock of. More people got that in their basket in stock of. That, which means the same must be a fact for this one as well. The blush one. You get 2 of these, obviously. I've only got one out of the bag. Well, Hannah only got one out of the bag. Blush, Aaron. That's lovely, that colour, isn't it? And that's the jumper you're making. I'll just show you the picture in there. Oh, there she is. Looks like a long line, a very long line jumper, that, isn't it?
Rebecca Reed modelled it, and
That's not big. Rebecca Reed?
No, on the show, and it was quite. Yes, it's quite what I call a bit oversized.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, how easy is it to, if you think I don't want it to go right over my bottom and my hips, you just stop where your waist is and put the ribbing round the waist? Or would you throw it?
Well, you start at the bottom. Just pass.
Oh, you start at the bottom?
Yeah, you start at your bottom
Well,
with your
no
rib.
good.
Usually it tells you, I'm just going to have a little look, it will tell you how far to go until it's a certain size.
Oh, I see. So you'd have to read the pattern, think, I don't want it to be 30 inches long, I only want it to be 20 inches long. And
So
work
what
out
you've
how
got,
many rows.
yeah, it'd be quite difficult. You want to be a pretty accomplished knitter to shorten it,
Right.
just because you've got different cable panels of different numbers of rows that you follow, and then it says to you, work 68 rows more in pattern.
Right.
So you need to have measured your panel, know how big it is, and then decide. So it's possible.
Yeah.
But you want to know.
It's
You
not
need
like
to know what you're
dressmaking
doing.
then. It's not like you can. I've forgotten that you'd start at the bottom. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
so you're
If you start-
starting at your rib at the bottom
Yeah.
here, and it's how far you go up to your armholes.
Yeah.
But because you've got to keep your pattern going as well,
Oh, yes.
it could make it more complicated. If you were just doing straight stocking stitch, quite often it'll just say, carry on until it measures, so many centimetres.
Yeah.
And you can say, well, I'm a bit short in the body, so I won't knit it as far. Same with your sleeves. But because you've got to keep your cable pattern going...
Of course, because it means your cable would stop and start, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it could just make it a bit more complicated when you come to shape your armholes.
Brilliant.
That's all.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
So you got that first hand there. Right, that's it. We haven't got time for anything else. Thank you very much indeed.
Always a pleasure.
You're in Christmas Eve next
Yes,
then.
I
But that's
am.
not Yarn Lane.
No, I'm not sure.
What day of the week?
That-
It's a Friday. It's a Saturday.
Yeah, so it's just
Oh.
Sewing Street that day. I don't know when I'm on Yarn Lane next.
Well, no, because it'll be a Friday, Christmas Eve, won't it? Because Christmas Day is Christmas Eve Friday. So, well, who knows? Who knows? We don't know. We don't know that
Who
far in
knows?
advance. Anyway, we'll see you Christmas Eve. Thank you
I'll
very
see
much
you
indeed.
then.
Thank you for wearing your jumper for the Save the Children Christmas Jumper Day. I didn't know. Right, is there anything I need to recap on before I go? Everything's on the website. Next Yarn Lane will be on Monday with Rebecca Reed. I don't know who our guest is. Nope. We'll see you then. You take care. Bye.